Hey guys, Shanku right here with part 2 of planning. Now in my last video, I talked about the thought process of why and how we plan. And in this week's video, I will see how well it has worked for me during my week at Coffs Harbour, as well as throw in a few learning points for all of us. Now, if you have not had a chance to watch it yet, remember to click on the link here so you will understand what thought process go through into making the video of this week. Before I show you what I have achieved my week at Coffs Harbour, be sure to click on the subscribe button below to show your support. Now let's get right into it. Hey guys, so right now I'm packing for my trip at Coffs Harbour. So my wardrobe is going to be very simple. I'm a minimalist, so I do bring the minimum amount of clothing that I would require for the trip. Tell me, what do you usually bring on a trip? And my bag, it's very simple. One huge giant bag. Hey guys, right now I'm going to Coffs Harbour on a business trip. This is my first time going into domestic Qantas airport, but it is so quiet at the moment. I didn't end up taking any videos at the resort as it wasn't as clean as I expected. Due to COVID-19, interactions with hotel staff are limited to reduce exposure. I had to clean my own room for a week, which I didn't mind. But maybe if we went on a non-COVID period, the place would be much more enjoyable. Night shifts at Coffs Harbour are reasonable. There are some days where it's really busy, but some are pretty good. On days that are busy, I would opt for more relaxing activities, such as going to the beach and enjoy the sea breeze while watching the sea. I've managed to time my visits nicely, as the Sunday night markets were on at the marina and I get to try the famous Smoky Joe burgers as well as Holy Goat coffee. On days that I feel better, I would drive further to visit other areas. I would trek up Martinbird Island and visit the Sky Pier Outlook, where I get to take in the incredible view that Coffs Harbour is famous for. So, what have I learned? Number 1, flexibility. Planning needs to have flexibility. Although I allocate plans to each day, depending on how tired I was from my night shift, I would swap them around. If my nights were horrible, I would do easier activities. If they were good, I would drive further to enjoy the outskirts of Coffs Harbour. Sometimes, things are beyond your control. During my trip, I drove all the way up a very steep mountain with improperly paved roads to reach the Sky Pier Outlook, only to find out that it has been closed for construction. The Big Banana are nothing more than a kids' entertainment park, and on my first day at the marina, I was greeted with heavy rains. The important thing is to not let these tiny events bog you down and find a joy in them. Sky Pier was closed, but I had good connection, so I managed to have a video chat with Emily while I was there. The marina was raining, so I went to the nearby shops to have fish and chips. Just because things do not go our way does not mean that it is over. There are always beauty in everything, we just need to look for it. Number 2, know your limits. When I was younger, I used to allocate every hour to an activity. My day would consist of 7 AM to 5 PM work, and after that I would allocate one activity an hour until 11 PM, that's usually when I go to bed. So for example, from 5 to 5:30 I would have dinner, 5:30 to 7 I would study anatomy, 7 to 8 study pathology, 8 to 9 study physiology, 9 to 10 study a language, and 10 to 11 read a book or play the guitar. Now what I found out was that by the time I reach the second or the third activity of the day, my energy level is already very low. And even if I get through that hour, I might not be achieving the desired results. Because of that, a lot of the plans were quickly abandoned. So the important thing is we need to know our limit of when we are planning. It is nice to see you have like jam-packed schedule, as it makes us feel very important. But if you cannot achieve all of them, it's a moot point. Number 3, always allocate time for rest. Now in my previous video, I spoke about an admin day. This admin day is perhaps the most crucial part of your planning. When I used to plan only activities, I would spend some part of my days checking email, worry about stuff at work. This disrupts my day out and sometimes upsets me when I have to reply to an email. As a result, you're neither here nor there, and this ruins your day. With this admin day, you allocate a day to answer all your emails and catch up on paperwork. And yes, you should do that even on your holidays. Honestly, some stuff can wait. Don't let urgent emails ruin your day. If it's really urgent, they will call you. Do not let work ruin your time with your loved ones and family. There is always a proper time for everything. Number 4. Planning relieves stress. When I used to live my life deciding on what I want to do at the very last moment, things do ended up becoming unproductive most of the time. With planning, I know what is on my schedule next, and I will achieve it by the end of the day. I do not need to feel guilty, as I did not achieve anything by the end of the day, nor do I waste my time numbing my mind with Netflix, trying to forget about doing things. Planning gives you a sense of control over your life, which I'm sure a lot of you will appreciate. That's it guys, my take on what I have learned as well as experienced during my week of planning activities. Now I hope that you guys will start picking up a journal, any random journal, and start planning your week. Trust me, it does you a lot of good and relieve a lot of stress. Now don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and next week I will bring you more exciting topics on different experiments that you will be curious about. I'll see you next week.